Good evening, everybody. What day is it today? Is it Wednesday? It's Wednesday, 6 p.m. So I thought I'd get a quick mindset explosion in. So just bear with me. Just while I'm waiting for people to log in. Thank you for some of the messages I've been getting. So it's nice to see you guys have been getting a lot from the Monday mindset meetings. My voice again. Excuse me a sec. All right. Oh, I'm just messing about with it. There we go. All right. Let me just invite some more people. All right. So hope you've had a good day. I've been busy on 50 Winchcombe Street again. Getting a lot done. I've had a couple of late nights just to get it ready so we can put some walls up at certain places. And obviously got some painting to do at some point. So been doing a bit of bashing. All right. Just going to invite a few more people. So what's been the highlight of your day? Drop a message below. Let us know. If you're ready for some, obviously I got your attention with why Lobster is for poor people. I will explain. It's just an insight, or maybe it's a point of view. So I'm just going to invite a few more people and then I will get started. So thank you for logging in and watching. I got all dust in my mouth. All right, just a few more and then I'm done. I promise. Should be a group invite on this. All right, guys, thanks for watching. So I'm at my new location, bashing and smashing. So I've been working late on it the last couple of nights. I'm gonna take a little break tonight. Me and my friend Hal. I'll have a nice little Thai curry down at the Vine. So Lobster for the poor people, right? So my grandmother, or my nana, she grew up in County Mayo, in Ireland, and you know she lived off the land. She had there was 12 brothers and sisters with whatever in her family. Her mum and dad had 12 kids. So in a farmhouse, growing up in the early 1900s, not much room, and they lived off the land. So they had. They had cattle, they farmed, they lived right by the coast, so they were able to fish. And they could fish and put lobster pots out. They could fish for salmon and mackerel, and they could live off that. So that's the sort of stuff we have to go and buy in the shop. So I didn't really know about this much until my dad said. And my dad was kind of talking about it, saying, yeah, my mum used to call lobster the poor man's food. I was like, what the hell? That's like expensive. You go to a restaurant, you got to pay a good price on that. But how they seen it was things like lobster and salmon, that things you would pay a little bit more on, they classed it as the poor man's food or the poor person's food. Because they didn't pay for it. They got it for free. They just went out and got it. It was there. It was in abundance. It wasn't like a lack of it. And that's how they seen it. It was, they considered if you was eating lobster or salmon, these kind of things, then you were considered as like a poor person. Now, not saying they were rich or had lots of money or anything like that, because obviously they had a big family growing up, in Ireland, and then it extended into more. But the point of this is just how we see things, how we perceive things, and how we perceive certain things. We could, I know that one of the second times I went there, and I went to my Auntie Annie's and Uncle Brendan's, and I sat down. And they put this massive salmon out on the table. Now, this is not a food I really like. I'm not a fish fan. It's not something I'm into. And I just thought, oh my gosh, what do I do? I didn't really know them that well at this point. I remember saying to my nana, I don't like this. And she says, don't worry about it. They went and called it today. Whether they were supposed to or not, that's another story. But the point was that, oh my gosh, I thought they just gone out and, trying to treat us for something real special kind of thing. Look, how we see things is all different. And here I am at my new location, and this is going to be a martial arts academy. It was, I don't know, it was some sort of fashion cafe before. At the moment, if I can just flip it round, it's just a blimmin' building site. So how we see it, and there's going to be different messages from the lobster as the poor man's food or poor person's food. It's just a mess at the moment. There's no mats here. There's no kickboxing bags. It's just how it looks. And it could look to someone else like, oh my gosh, that's nothing. And it's about seeing past things. It's about, believing in yourself. Everything I've been talking about over the last few weeks, and, going back onto my mindset missions or my Monday mindsets, you got to see past that. And like I said the other day, is I don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but in my head, I got an idea. There is no plan. I just know today I got to do this, and then that's going to prepare me for the next phase. But often as well, like how we see things, how we perceive them, is it that way? I think there's two messages from this. I don't know if you guys have seen that image of the, you know, it's of a lady. So you can look at it and say, that's an old lady. And you can look at it again, it's, oh no, it's a young lady looking over her shoulder. Or it's just a blob of ink. It's how you perceive it and how you know, you can focus your mind onto looking at what it's going to be. So there's a couple of messages in this. And the first is, yep, see beyond. You know, see, you know, have that image, have that vision, have the thing you want to go for. But also, there's always three sides to each thing. Just because it looks a certain way doesn't mean it's going to be that way. If it, you know, just because this room looks like it does now doesn't mean it's not going to be the martial arts academy, the fitness center, the, you know, the lovely reception I've got in my head. So you've got to have that vision. It's really important, and see beyond it. And when things don't feel, when they feel like crap, like here now, it's like dirty, dusty, it's horrible. It's all in my hair, it's down my back. So it doesn't feel very nice. But I know the outcome of it is going to be great. It's going to be amazing. It's going to look good, and you know, it's going to attract, you know, all sorts of different people that we want to attract in. So just because it looks one way doesn't mean it is. Just because it feels a certain way doesn't mean it is. See beyond it. Lobster is the poor person's food if you go and catch it because you didn't have to pay for it, or you can pay the price and then it becomes the rich person's food. Same thing. Same lobster, eating the same stuff out of the same ocean, the same sea, everything else. So, hope you got something from this. Drop us the explosion emoji, of course. And I'm going to have a nice cup of tea. Then I'm going to get back to knocking some walls down. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Please share. Oh, of course, don't forget to share my Monday mission. That's my Monday mindset video from just gone. There's a chance to win the Anthony Robbins Giant Steps book. It's a really good one. It's like a page a day. So you still can share that now if you haven't already, with a chance to put your name in for the raffle. All right. Thank you, guys. Have a good evening.